So I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about this thing that I have in my head. It's the OSVR Hacker Development Kit. It took about maybe 10, 15 minutes to get everything set up and installed. And once it got up and running, it was fairly painless. You can download a few demos, try things out. The infrared tracking isn't working 100% yet because nothing supports it, but in the programs that are supporting it, it works fantastic. The Palace demo, for example, was just, it was mind-blowing for me. I used a VR headset back in the 90s, and in my head, I've been waiting for this moment of when I could have my own virtual reality headset. But back then, the one that I had tried was like 50 pounds on my head, and I could barely keep my head up. Now this is perfect. The weight is good. It did. I didn't even really know. It was more like wearing a pair of goggles with a motorcycle helmet. That's pretty much what it feels like. The display itself, it's a 1080p display. And when you're playing games or running whatever program you're running, it looks a little pixelated. But for what the piece of kit is for, it's designed to be able to be used for just a low barrier of entry to get around and start playing with virtual reality. Right here, I wanted to give you an idea of just the sort of picture that you would have if you put on this headset. As I said, it's kind of pixelated, but it's very usable. This just gives you a basic idea of how things look when you're in the world. As for the construction, very solid, comfortable, except for the lenses. Now, the lenses are adjustable, unlike some of the others that are out there. When you adjust the lenses, they go closer and further away. But by doing that, because it doesn't have enough, this area here doesn't have enough depth. So when if you require the lenses at the closest position, they actually touch your eyes, which is distracting. For me, because of just the shape of my nose, the bridge of my nose rubs in between the two lenses, which it's a little distracting, but it's all right nonetheless. Unfortunately, I received a defective headset. Well, actually, I don't think it's a headset. I think it's this little guy right here, the belt box, where all your wires connect to. So you got your HDMI connector, USB 3, and your power connector. All of that goes in and then pipes out through this side right here. Here you have your USB. This is where the headset plugs in, and there's an audio port so you can plug in your headphones. This has a built-in sound card, so you can have your positional tracking audio through the headset. You could stand up in the middle of your room and not have an extra wire running, which is convenient, to say the least. Yeah, the issue that I have is all the tracking stuff works. So if you want to know where you are, perfect. You run the software, you move the headset, and everything works fine. Just the only issue is the display inside the headset does not turn on. This is pretty much I'm the only one that I've been able to find that has had this issue. There is a known issue which has to do with the NVIDIA drivers, which prevents the screen from working, but if you just turn off that setting, it works fine. Unfortunately, that's not what my problem is, because I've used it on both an ATI and an NVIDIA card with the exact same results. Also, updating the firmware as soon as you get it is a good idea, because the firmware updates are always good. Overall, the experience that I had with it not including the negative part of it not working, was fantastic. I can't wait to be able to try it again. Unfortunately, again, I'm going to have to send it back to be able to get replaced or refunded. I'm not sure at this point in time what to do, with Christmas coming up. I have high hopes for virtual reality. I fully expect that within the next 3 to 4 years, you'll start seeing people just gaming with virtual reality. And then with any luck, it'll branch into other stuff. So I'd like to thank you for just stopping by, checking out what I had to say. And if you liked it, like the video, favorite, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Leave a comment below if I can answer any questions for you, because I love talking about it. Anything that I have, anything that I do, anything that I have, I love talking. So feel free to drop me a line, and catch you again soon.